All right, hello everyone. So I just posted a quick video where I was talking about, are you prepared, and just talking about downsizing and organizing and, having like totes and backpacks and luggage and bags and things like that. And then after I posted it, I started to think about, well, another thing that a lot of people don't think about, and especially in a moment of panic, if you got to up and go, something that could easily be forgotten is your official documentation. So I thought I would come on here and discuss that. So, something that is, in my opinion, a really good investment is these sheet protectors or page protectors. Okay, you can get them, you can order them online. You can, go to, here in the USA, we've got Office Depot, Staples, that you might even be able to find them in Target, Walmart. I don't know. I've had this package of these for a long time, and my ex actually left them to me. So anyway, they shouldn't cost too much, but things are important to have. So if you got to up and go in a moment's notice, right? You're going to need things like your birth certificate, the title to your automobile, and so first and foremost, just in terms of document protection, these things are good this way. If God forbid, somebody spills something or whatever, it helps protect them. And now, of course they have the little holes to be put into like a 3-ring binder. So it's not going to protect them completely unless you put like tape over that or something. But, it also helps prevent them from being crushed, crumpled, torn, etc. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily have a filing cabinet. I operate in the spiritual gift of administration, and I've worked office jobs since I was like 19 years old. So, most of my adult life, I had a filing cabinet, and then recently, about a year ago, I got rid of the filing cabinet because I had it in and out of storage, and it was rusting and this, that, and the other. And the Lord said, get rid of it because it was dented and it was just beat up. But the Lord had me go to some office supply store, and he had me get these 2 containers that were stackable, but they were like hanging file organization containers so that I could put hanging files in them. Now, you may not want to be bothered with all that. I comprehend that most people probably aren't going to want to be bothered with all that. But you can at least get something like, at least like a folder, something more sturdy, and just at least have like a folder, and okay, this is where all your official documentation, anything in terms of like any hoops that you may have to jump through that could be a royal pain in the arse, where you're going to need your birth certificate or the title to your car or whatever. I would put all that kind of like official documentation type stuff in at least a folder. So again, if you have to up and go at a moment's notice and you're in a panic and you're overwhelmed and you're kind of frantic and whatever, okay, let me just grab this folder. This folder has all my official documentation in it. Okay. So I don't know. I just thought I would, and yes, to me, this is kind of like common sense, but I just thought I would put this out there. Okay. So again, your birth certificate, the title to your automobile, even if you have just a Ziploc bag, okay? Ladies, your purse. These days, men seem to have purses, whatever, okay? So, like, right now, God has downsized me to this tiny little purse. I used to have, like, a huge purse, and it was very organized. It had lots of compartments. I've always liked purses that have compartments and stuff like that. So, even this one, I think I might have shown this before on the channel, but, it's got some compartments. It's got places where I can put my debit card and whatever, okay? But it doesn't, have as many compartments because it's small, right? And so I at least have like a little sandwich bag, a Ziploc bag, right? And in here, I've got a copy of my car insurance, because you never know, you might need that, even if you're not with your car, or you never know what documentation you're going to need. Here in the USA, when you graduate high school and college, they give you like a little tiny, card-sized copy of your diploma. I still carry around my high school diploma little card. You can see here, it's kind of messed up at the top, but I've got that. When I graduated college, my Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, I got my little diploma from that. And I've got my Social Security card. I'm not going to show you the front of it, obviously. This is the back of it. But now, they have a rule here in the USA that you're not supposed to laminate your Social Security card. I didn't know that. Back like 20 something years ago when my mother first gave me my own social security card, I took like packing tape, like clear packing tape, and I put it over both sides of it and I sealed it around it, and then I cut off the edges. And so I did my own little form of laminating it because it was it was like paper. It wasn't even like thick. It had no thickness to it. And I was like, this is an important card and it's like thin as paper. It needs to be protected, you know? So anyway, I keep that with me in my purse. And right now this is how I'm living. I'm keeping all these things in a little Ziploc bag that I keep in my purse. This way, you know, they're protected. Okay. But even me living predominantly homeless for over 3 years, the last 3 years or so, I got a laptop backpack, which I could pick it up and show you right now. I've got all the compartments open, and so it's a real pain, but I got it off Amazon. It has many, many pockets and all that, but it has a pocket that basically is for documents, basically. And so that's what I did, is I went to my storage unit and I got out my official documents that I would possibly need. So so in my little filing cabinet container, I have a file that is labeled official documents. And so in there, you know, birth certificate, car title, whatever. And so I made sure that I had that with me. Okay. Something else to think of is, marriage certificate, divorce certificate. I talked about that a few months ago. God was having me tell you guys several months ago to make sure you've got your house in order in terms of all your documentation. You know, God's still trying to bring people together in kingdom marriage. If you have been divorced because your previous marriage wasn't ordained by God, then you are allowed to remarry, and God is probably trying to get you to remarry. And so you're going to need that documentation to go get your new marriage license. So you got to have that with you, you know? So like, I just wanted to just come on here and just, you know, prompt you into thinking about this, you know, at least have a folder, like go invest whatever it costs to at least have like one folder where you have all your official documentation. I do think that these things are a worthwhile investment. They protect your actual documents. It keeps them nice and neat. It protects them from anything being spilled on them, from them being crumpled, you know. And then, yeah, if you have like a laptop backpack, you know, make sure you get one that has a lot of compartments in it. Like I said, the one that I got off Amazon, it has like one pocket that basically it's perfect to just put documents in. And so that's what I did. I had all my documents in this one little compartment in the backpack, and that was that. So I just thought I would come on here and address that, you know. Have your documentation ready. So again, if you have to up and go at a moment's notice, if you have to evacuate, if something's hitting the fan and you have to go, you know, have things organized, have things ready so that all you have to do is, oh, we have to go. Okay, let me grab my document file. And then there you go. And even if you never come back to that place again, you've got your documents with you. You're good to go. Okay. So just thought I would put that out there. All right. I bless you all in the name of Yeshua, the Christ of Nazareth.